on today's vlog, we are making Piccalilli, a traditional condiment we eat. The first step is to choose a variety of vegetables. I chose carrots, cauliflower, brinjal or eggplant, onions, green peppers, and carrots. I cut it up into bite-sized chunks to our preference. Then I added about 2 liters of salt water, about 1 tablespoon of salt per 1 liter of water, and I soaked the vegetables for 24 hours in this salt brine. I drained my veggies. They look very well. Now I'm gonna start adding the ingredients. Okay, so to my Piccalilli, I am going to add I'm gonna add a pinch of dough. I'm not adding any salt as it brine in salt. I'm gonna add, let me see, turmeric, about 4 teaspoons, mustard, like I said before, we use German mustard. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons at least. Then I'm gonna add just maybe 2 teaspoons of my chili flakes and 1.2 liters of vinegar and 300 a cup of sugar. Okay, so everything is in except the sugar. And so let's add the sugar first. Well, there we go. I added the sugar, the vinegar, chili flakes, the mustard, some dill seeds, some turmeric, and 1.2 liters of vinegar. Now you want to boil it till it's as tender as you like it. We don't like it too crunchy and we don't like it soft, so yeah, taste it as we carry on. Okay, so now it's simmering fast while it's boiling, and now we just need to wait until it's tender enough, and then we can thicken up the sauce and put it in the bottles. Okay, so as you can see, it's still a very runny liquid. It's like we want it. So I have to now take some vinegar and some cornstarch. I'm gonna take 4 tablespoons. I don't really measure. I work to consistency, not to a recipe. So I make stuff the way I want it, not the way people say it must be, because we like things our way. So now you'll see this thickens up very fast. See, it's made a clump. That's not what we want. It's like a nice it's not too thick and it's not too thin. For me, that's perfect. Now I just need to put this in bottles. Bottling, I wash my bottles and then I put it in boiling water to stay hot. Yes, I use recycled bottles because that's all we can get here. We don't have fancy canning equipment here. And as you can see, I made some tomato chutney. We'll get into that recipe another day. So now when I bottle, I make sure there's no bubbles. Like there you can see there's an air bubble. Now I'm no expert at canning, but the way I do it, it lasts 9 to 12 months. It depends on how fast we eat it. So you need to make sure you clean the top. You also need to make sure the lid inside doesn't have any scratches, as this is acid. So when you preserve, you don't want everything to taste like steel and it will corrode the steel. So when I get to the top, I make sure it's got enough sauce, and then I put some pieces in to raise the level. This is how my mom used to do it, so I'm doing it this way. And see, recycled. And there's our Piccalilli. Now it needs to stand overnight outside, and then tomorrow morning I'll put it into my cupboard, and it needs to stand at least 2 weeks before we can start eating it, because it's very tart right now. It's very sour right now. So let's see how many bottles I get out. Okay, so 2 bottles and an almost full one, so not too bad. I wish I could have rather filled this one, but I don't want mine because he gets to eat some as soon as possible.